What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, YouTube? It's your boy back at it again. Didn't expect to hear my voice again, huh? Did you? You thought I was gone? You thought I went away from the stuff which I actually like the most? The stuff which has somehow kept me alive in this goddamn awful quarantine, which has officially made me lose my brain cells and has driven me to a state of insanity. And in case if you aren't actually able to tell by my voice, which is just lacking every bit of emotion inside of it, and my exhausting tiring AF personality as well, because I have been reattempting and retrying and coming up with like so many amount of retries to just somehow get this thing uploaded, with me sounding or with me like standing behind each and every kind of thing which I'm actually about to say. So hopefully you can get that what kind of vibe this video is actually gonna be about once I'm gonna get into the main stuff. And you have read the title, you have read every kind of word or like every kind of thing which I have written in the description. And so yeah, this video is actually gonna be about that. I can't even believe, dude, holy cow, it's so unreal that I haven't uploaded anything since a month, dude. Holy smoly macaroni. And I am much more disappointed and disgusted within myself. And just to let you know that I haven't really felt as much as disappointed being called as a disappointment like a million fucking times by my parents than to currently what I am actually feeling right now by admitting this thing that I haven't uploaded anything since a month, dude. I know that sounds like a over exaggerated statement by my side, but this is what uh but this is actually a big thing for me, because in my last to last video which I actually had made, I told you that I was substantially gonna improve my video and audio quality, because my videos aren't really usually the ones which can keep the interest of the viewer who is watching them. And I promised that I would actually come up with much more better ways from my side, or whatever kind of things which would be possible, I would do it accordingly to myself when it comes to like improving the things which you're basically seeing in the video. And I promised even that I would be much more consistent or much more frequent in the activity which I had like a month ago, that I would be quite regular when it comes to uploading. But holy crap, that thing actually aged like fucking milk. And now I'm back, boys, with the power of God, with the power of anime, and most importantly, with the power of G Fuel, baby. Hell yeah, I'm a true gamer. I'm driven by the power of G Fuel, baby. Let's get it. And you gotta really know this thing, that in order for you to just basically differentiate a person who is worthy enough of, or like capable enough of having a title of true gamer like myself, and to those 13-year-old furries out on Discord who actually claim themselves to be true gamers but in reality are one of the fakest gamers of all time, that true gamers are always driven in the power of G Fuel, baby. And that's the most truthful statement you have ever heard. And without getting all those things out of the way, you've got the vibe of this video. I'm not even gonna basically bother editing this video, because not to just say this kind of thing, or not to just like sweep this thing into the rug that I'm quite shit at editing, or I'm like bad or lazy to edit this video. It's just that the format of this video, which I had initially thought of releasing like 3 weeks back ago, and yeah, that's how long I have been thinking of actually getting this video up, but my silly fat ass actually kept procrastinating. And now I gotta bear the consequences of that by filming this video almost at a time when half of the world is just asleep, and my parents are obviously asleep in the room as well, and I'm not allowed to yell in my room because I would technically wake them up. So yeah, baby, I would actually try my best to not get sidetracked, and I hope that my anxiety would not really get the best out of me. Although I'm super nervous and super exhausted AF, I don't know, like, I am quite amazed by the power of G Fuel, of how it is actually still keeping me alive. And my body is just screaming and yelling in the pain. My mind has been just so much more riled up with all kinds of tension and stress to just somehow get this video uploaded on my channel. But here I am, baby. Now I know a lot of like different and various other kinds of stuff are actually happening in your screen. So much more different, so much more unusual. You got even a hand reveal right now. This whole set of thing which you are actually seeing is just truly unexpected, something you couldn't even think of, at least of what you can tell from the previous set of uploads which I have. You got a hand reveal as well. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. And how could a girl not fall for these beautiful hands? Look at those hands, dude. Jeez. Now, getting all of the jokes out of the way, the thing which you are actually seeing right in front of you here is just something I was quite hesitant to reveal to you. But now I gotta address now I gotta let the elephant out of the room and tell you this thing that this thing indeed is my room, in case if it wasn't obvious enough. So you've even got a room tour video as well, and probably the most worst room tour video ever to be up on YouTube. You got a room tour reveal video, baby. Heck yes, in the middle of night where I'm actually about to just pass away, and I shouldn't just really say that thing. And yeah, now before you're just gonna like poke fun at me or make fun of me by saying this thing, ah dude, what a nerd, what a beta you are. You seriously have a room which resembles so much more that on the girliest side. It's so girly, like you can just have an I look around it. I get it, man, you can make fun of me, but this technically wasn't supposed to be actually my room. Like 4 years ago, when I was about to move with my family in here, and obviously two of them being my parents and one being my younger sibling who just recently turned 14. And yeah, how could I even describe her birthday? It was a big banger, and she had a lot of fun with her birthday. So yeah, I'm just actually in here gonna be talking about all kind of sins and atrocious crimes which I have committed when it comes to uploading, and why have I been so much inconsistent AF when it comes to my video uploading schedule. Like, dude, I wasn't even that much inconsistent AF when it came to my studies when I was in my schooling period. And yes, sir, I do sound like a 40-year-old by my voice who's a dad of 4 children. But I actually just like last month ago itself, I finished my schooling, and I even said this thing like in my last to last video itself, that I had my examinations up, so that's why I was compromising with my video and audio quality. And now that I'm like over with those examinations, I should have improved my video and audio quality, but I clearly didn't do that. And it's not really going to be something that you can think by your side that I was basically the one who rarely took any initiative to just improve my video and audio quality. It's just that I am myself in a state of despair. I am hopeless and I am helpless about it, because this is all kind of possible stuff which I can actually do from my side. And it's gonna be a pretty saddening vibe once I'm actually gonna reveal of what kind of stuff has actually happened with me in this course of month. Because holy crap, how am I gonna talk about like all the experiences, all the unforeseen situations or circumstances which I have faced in a span of month, in just like a video with which is definitely gonna be just limited to some amount or like some X amount of duration. So here you go, baby. uh, so before diving into the main stuff and without getting sidetracked, I actually had a question to ask, just to keep this video much more on the interactive side. And this is a question which I'm going to be asking you basis on regarding of your feelings, and it's a feeling which pretty much everyone has felt, at least, or like somewhat you might have experienced in your life. And this feeling might probably have been a little bit more dominant when we are all in the period of quarantine. But haven't you actually felt in this way that you aren't able to get all your stuff done in a span of designated time you actually thought? Or has there like any been a moment for you where you aren't really able to get things done according up to your routine, when you basically just thought that you were gonna get all this stuff done, but on later on you were not able to get it done? If the answer to that question is obviously yes, and that's like a feeling which pretty much every like basically the best of us has felt in this quarantine as well. So for me it isn't actually really that much surprising, because that's the feeling which I have technically felt for like my lifespan of 17 years. And yeah, so I don't know why am I like sounding so much more proudy about it. It's a thing which I should probably be really ashamed of it. But getting all those things out of the way, let's get into the main stuff of what really actually happened with me. So, number one, the number one reason of why I had stopped or like uploading for a month, or why actually led me to stop for uploading videos for a month, is my inability to properly manage my time to do those kind of designated stuff which I am actually supposed to do in my life, along with the stuff or like this whole YouTube thingy which I'm actually doing. And yes, if it wasn't actually quite obvious for you, I am pretty goddamn awful and shit when it comes to time management. And this is a thing which actually lacks within me, that I can't just like really prioritize or give the amount of attention to the most important stuff which I should actually give, instead of just like wasting my time or not being very productive about the things which I should do, and I end up feeling quite guilty about it. So my time management has actually been a very big concerning issue for me, and has really screwed me up in my life for like the most of the time. And obviously it also did happen with my video uploading schedule as well. So I know this sounds like pretty disingenuous to you, and you might basically say this thing that, dude, that sounds like super immature. You can just basically improve your time as, or like you can just basically improve your time management skills. But you can actually have my word for it, I have been trying super hard to just get back, get myself back to my routine, or just start being productive with the stuff which I should be exactly doing. And changes have actually been coming up recently. I have actually been much more focused with the things which I am doing, and I just want to know, like really let you know that I will be back with uploading videos and properly managing my time. And the second reason is like the unforeseen situation and circumstances as well, which have actually happened with me. Because my dad wasn't really the one who had spent a lot of time with my family, like just month or 2 months before, when he actually just came with us, because he had been living outside, out of the town from us. And it was a pretty terrible feeling for me to just live without my dad for so much long, like for more than half 1.5 or 2 years, because he had been out to just take care of my grandpa. And after, since the demise of my grandpa's elder son, that is like my dad's elder brother, things have become quite much more difficult for us. So my dad has just to just like basically prioritize his time by taking care of my grandpa as well. And and when it comes for him to spending time, and you won't actually believe this once I'm gonna say this, I don't even have like basic amount of money that I could just spend on myself to just like improve my quality, life quality a little bit. No wonder my life has been just so much shit, and I have been so much more high on my anxiety medics. So life sucks basically for me. That's what I wanted to say. Sorry if I actually made this video a little bit like quite depressing for you, but F's in the chat for me, boys. I know I'm gonna recover it somehow, and I'm gonna be back uploading videos. And the number third reason which I actually want to get into it is not of my motivation. Okay, you thought that my motivation had just basically dipped off for like this span of month of me not uploading anything, or you thought I was just done. Then let me say this thing, I don't actually care about how many views I'm actually getting. I just basically feel this thing that this is my duty and I should just be uploading this video. No one, no matter like how many people are actually gonna watch this, because I believe that still in future I am actually gonna improve. Okay, so I actually have like just a little bit of confidence within myself, despite me calling myself loser like a fucking million times. But the moral of the story actually here is that remember that there are much more awful and worse people out there who technically deserve to be called as a loser instead of what you actually think you are. Like for example, take those fucking children or those fucking stands which actually are active on Twitter. In general, like they are much more worse than you, and you still actually have like a room of improvement for yourself. So, and more importantly, I'm gonna get into the main most important stuff of what actually led me being so much more inconsistent in my videos. The third reason which I wanted to talk about is this thing which you are actually like viewing in right in front of you, like calling this thing as laptop is probably the worst of the worst insult or like a disgrace to all the well functioning laptops out there. This thing has just basically like become such a pain in the butt for me for like span of couple of months, because I technically am not really even able to just perform all those kind of various or the most basic of the basic performable tasks of what a person does with laptop, because this thing has just gotten so much more worse. And wait until I'm actually going to show you the main stuff, because by its appearance you might think that it looks quite shiny, it looks quite beautiful, but it actually isn't, my dear friend. Appearances sure can be deceiving. So I had flipped this thing upside down to just like give you an idea of what really is the thing which has just kind of really affected the quality of my videos. So how am I supposed to just like improve my video and audio quality in general when I'm gonna have the worst piece of thing ever in existence? You can just see that this thing is basically much more deader than my voice and personality, and it's literally on its life support. And in case if you are actually not able to tell it, this thing is much more older, or this thing is actually been with me like for more years than those kids who actually play Fortnite. It's the thing which has been with me since 9 years. I know, sounds pretty hilarious and also quite shocking that how well this thing has actually survived with the course of years. But this piece of crap has actually pissed me off, and I'm not really able to improve my quality of videos when it comes to just having this thing in existence. And apparently there was a deal done between me and my dad that I would get my new PC, as I promised before in my last to last video. And I said this thing that once I'm gonna have a PC, then I'm gonna be much more optimizing to my video and audio quality so that more and more people can visit my channel in future. But you want to know a crazy thing of what actually happened is that I actually worked my ass off for those examination, and my dad actually said this thing that once you're gonna get 90%, they're gonna just give me a wonderful gift, a wonderful marvelous PC which I can just put it into a good use. But the I ended up actually getting 85%. Pretty saddening to hear, right? That 5% have just basic, and like that 5% itself has just basically become as a bridge between me getting my PC and to the state where I actually am right now, in a state of hopelessness. So as said by the great Sun Tzu himself, Sun Tzu, The Art of War, that every basic problem in the world has a solution to itself. So I am actually thinking of all those kind of various possible solution that I might actually end up getting my PC. So what you gotta do, if you have still stuck around here, or if you have still somehow made until the end, I wanted to say one thing. I wanted to sound super ingenuous and kind of a little bit sarcastic as well, is that please subscribe to my channel. Please, now subscribers have just only basically become as a medium for me to just like get my PC in general. It's just like the most sincere and the most genuine and most honest request someone can actually ever come up with. And quite possibly I've made it quite nice enough, because I am a man of dignity and respect. I could just like essentially technically gain subscribers, because this ain't really 2012 or 2013 YouTube. You might also say this thing, right? Hey dude, you can just like get subscribers quite easily as you want. But no, my dudes, I'm actually not really gonna fell for this. I'm not gonna join the dark side of those kids who actually self promote the heck out of their channel, or like or those annoying bots who have technically decided to ruin the YouTube comment section itself. You want to know a crazy thing about me? That I was just so basically fond of watching YouTube along with comment section, and now that comment section has just basically turned full of shit, with these losers actually degrading the comment section down below by self promoting their channel. Like, basically we are the ones who are making fun of them, we are clowning them, but they are actually getting the thing which they want: attention. And there are like so many undeserving channels on YouTube which have gotten like so much amount of decent subscribers. So I want to sound super ingenuous and super genuine with the things I'm saying. Please subscribe. I showed you a room tour reveal video, and this is gonna be the most, and this like has gotta be the most honest room tour video which I have made, because I ain't really a OnlyFans model who is just like basically living off by donations by all these horny boys who are donating money to them. I can just simply basically flaunt about how lavish my lifestyle is. You got a room tour video, and more importantly, once you're gonna subscribe, you wanna know what's gonna be in their return for you? You are gonna get a nipple reveal at 69 subscribers. Someone never has done on YouTube.